Hello students, I am Mrs. Kavita Modi. Today we are going to start a new chapter, angles. Students, do you remember point, line, ray and line segment? Let's recall. Point. A point is a location marker and has an exact location. It has no length, no breadth and no height. It is denoted by a dot made by the tip of a sharp pencil. And it is denoted by capital letter. For example, point A, point B, point C, point D, and so on.
Line. A line is a straight path which extends endlessly in both directions. It is shown by two arrowheads in opposite directions. It has no endpoints, so we cannot measure the length of a line. It is denoted as line AB or line BA, and it is read as line AB or line BA. Infinite number of points lie on the line. Sometimes it is also denoted by a small letter of English alphabet. The next is ray. It is a straight path which can be extended endlessly in one direction only. It has no fixed length. It has one end point. It cannot be measured. It is denoted as ray AB and read as ray AB. Okay, the next is line segment. It is a straight path which has a definite length. It has two endpoints so it can be measured. It is a part of a line. It is denoted as line segment AB or line segment BA. It is read as line segment AB or line segment BA. The distance between A and B is called the length of AB.
In this chapter, our topics are introducing the concept of angles, vertex and arms of an angle, and naming an angle. Introducing the concept of angles. When two rays meet at one common point, an angle is formed. The two rays which form the angle are called the arms of the angle. The common endpoint where the rays meet is called the vertex of the angle. Look at these rays AB and AC. They formed an angle between them. So both ray AB and ray AC are the arms of the angle, and point A is the vertex of the angle. This is the symbol used for an angle. Every angle is given a name. An angle can be named using three letters. The middle letter is always the vertex of the angle. That means the letter denoting the vertex should always be written in the middle. For example, we can name the given angle as angle BAC or angle CAB. The same angle can also be named by its vertex as angle A. The space between the arms of the angle is called the interior of the angle, and the space outside of the angle is called the exterior of the angle. We can see angles formed by different objects around us. For example, angle formed by the hands of the clock, angle formed by the scissor blades, and angle formed by the laptop screen and keyboard. Write the names of the following angles. Question number A. The answer is angle PQR or angle RQP or angle Q. Question number B. And the answer is angle ABC or angle CBA or angle B. Question number C. What we have to write? Yes, angle XYZ or angle ZYX or angle Y. Question number D. Angle DEF or angle FED or angle E. The next is you are given a few angles. Complete the table. That means you have to write the vertex and arms of the given angles. Let's recall vertex and arms. The common endpoint where two rays meet is called the vertex of the angle. And in this figure, the common endpoint of two rays is Y. So vertex is equal to write down Y. The two rays forming an angle are called the arms of the angle. So in first figure, ray yx and ray yz are called the arms of the angle. In second figure, the common end point of two rays is E. So write down vertex is equal to E. Now tell me which two rays forming an angle? Yes, ray ED and ray EF. In third figure, the common end points of two rays is B. So write down vertex is equal to B. Now identify the arms. Yes, the answer is ray BA and ray BC. In last figure, the common end point of two rays is Q. So write down vertex is equal to Q. Now identify the arms. Yes, the answer is ray QR and ray QP. Next is how many angles are there in each figure. Let's recall angle. Two rays with the same end point form an angle. So count 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the answer is 4 angles. Now tell me how many angles in this figure? Yes, 5. Count 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Hey, what is this? Yes, star. So count the number of angles in the star. If your answer is 5, that's wrong. The right answer is 10 angles. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now count the number of angles in this figure. Is your answer 2 or 3? The right answer is 3. Let's count 1, 2 and 3. Again, count the number of angles in this figure. What's your answer? Be careful this time. If your answer is 6, that's wrong. And if your answer is 8, it is right. Very good. The right answer is 8 angles. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Let's draw the angles. First, angle XYZ. Take a ruler and draw a line segment YZ of any length. From the vertex Y, draw another line segment YX using ruler of any length and any angle. This is angle XYZ, where Y is the vertex and ray YX and ray YZ are the arms of the angle XYZ. Let's draw another angle, angle XZY. Again, take a ruler and draw a line segment ZY of any length. From vertex Z, draw another line segment ZX using ruler of any length and any angle. This is angle XZY, where Z is the vertex and ray ZX and ray ZY are the arms of angle XZY. I hope you all understand the concept of angles. Thank you. Have a beautiful day.